into the jumpers, that's very different to the flat horses.
Oh, for sure, you know, it's, well, winter race would be boring without jumpers. A lot of work goes into one, getting them ready, more so than a flat horse. But you take a lot of satisfaction out of winning a jumping race because the hard yards are going behind, you know, behind the scenes and educating them and so.
How do you educate a horse into jumping?
Well, you start from the basics, you know, you start jumping over the smaller jumps. Gradually, as they get more confidence, you go a bit quicker and over the bigger jumps, so you're up to race day fences, and then you've got to qualify them for race day. But yeah, a lot of time and effort goes into it, but you reap the rewards, hopefully, at the end of it.
Now, you said qualifying, you need to qualify. Are there other races, or how do you qualify a horse for jumping?
No, you've got to qualify at the track here in front of the stipendiary steward. You've got to jump 10 fences, 2 laps twice, and if the stewards are satisfied with the way the horses jump and they jump safe enough, they get their ticket, then they get to go to the races.
And I guess you're able to pick a horse and know that it's going to be a jumper?
Well, I'm lucky to be in a position of, you know, grew up with jumpers, rode in Australia and been around the world jumping, riding over fences, and done a lot of school and a lot of trials in Australia, obviously, so I'm in the right position to know if a horse can jump or not. So, yeah, hopefully I've got a bit of an eye for one.
Danny, the rules and regulations have changed, which is sort of making jumping more popular. Is that because of money?
Yeah, well, they have cut out the amount of races so they can put more money into the stakes. So now a minimum stake now for maiden is 10,000 and 20 for an open chase or hurdle. So there's a resurgence now that the money's up, so there's an incentive for owners to have a jumper, and the numbers have picked up remarkably since this initiative has been introduced.
Now, you've been around horses and jumping for, well, a long time, I guess. The horses seem to really enjoy it.
Oh, they do. You know straight away. If a horse doesn't like jumping, you don't persevere. But you'll see a horse, you know, unfortunately if it falls or drops rider, they'll follow the field round most of the time and keep jumping on their own. Like, they don't do that unless they enjoy it, do they?
So the preparation for a horse, when do you start your build up to the Winter Carnival?
Oh, the horses probably, you'd like to have 3 or 4 under their belt over hurdles for the national carnival starts, because the testing tracks over, you know, extreme distances, so your horse got to be rock hard fit and that. So yeah, you'd like to have 3 or 4 under their belt before they hit National Week.
And the horses seem to go through the fences rather than over them.
Well, a good hurdler, a good jumper will go through them, because, you know, you jump too high, you spend too much time in the air, so you've just got to basically land running. So you want a horse to, you know, skim through them and land running the other side. That's where you make the ground, because you lose too much time in the air if you jump too big. Now,
as a jockey, are you the one who sort of sets up the footing before they get to the jump?
Well, you just have, you know, like all good jump jockeys and even horses, you just have a good eye for a fence and be able to pick a stride 3 or 4 strides out. Basically, that's what it amounts to.
There must be a huge buzz as a jockey.
Oh, brilliant. But more nerves training them, because you're up in the grandstand, it's out of your hands when they leave the birdcage. Riding race day, you never worry about it, but you know, when you're up there watching them, you're shaking like a leaf.